Hello YouTube and welcome to an awesome special tournament report. Feedback Friday wasn't on because of course we're having too much fun with of course drinking and everything else. So we thought we'd incorporate Feedback Friday into our tournament reports. Of course starring NeoNexudus over there, ojamadabomb, and a special appearance from Dark Magician 84. And there's Fluffy Beta Rabbit playing of course Final Fantasy.
I'm being tickled and poked by me.
Also being poked, depending on where she's being poked. But we'll get to that in a minute. Right, so how did you do, NeoNexudus?
I went 2-3, won 2 games, lost 3. Lost, there was one game which I technically should have won, but I made a major misplay.
Which, well...
Against...
ojamadabomb. Basically what happened was, game 1, fair enough, I'll hold my hands up, there was nothing I could possibly do. He won the dice roll. He went first, he set 5 back rows, some nurse reficule. He ended. I enter my draw phase, draw my 6th card, he flips his 5 back crow and does 9,000 points of damage. Not a lot you can do.
Not really, no.
Game 2, I beat him down with a bunch of synchro summoning, swarming and exceeding and just beating down his life points generically because he obviously didn't draw the right hand. Game 3 is very much one-sided towards the beginning. I got him down to about 500 life points, and then
I burned you for 7,000.
Then he burned me for 7,000. Wow. So it was basically,
oh dear.
I was on 1,000, he was on 500.
Acid rain.
He uses his last card.
No. You had 3-4 back row down, Mirror Force, 2 bottomless, and Fiendish Chain. He had 1 defense position monster and a Leviathan Dragon.
I quick with his marshman, because I basically went mind control. His marshman, some of my marshman, overlay into Leviathan Dragon, detach my marshman, and proceed to beat down his life points.
With a marshman.
I then got rid of his defense position monster and his Leviathan Dragon for Lava Golem. He's then gone into scrub mode and decided to. I've ended my turn. Instead of him going Fiendish Chain or bottomless to actually get rid of the card, he's just decided to draw his card and enter standby phase. He still could have chained Fiendish Chain to the activation of Lava Golem's effects, but he was in scrub mode.
Oh dear.
So beautiful.
It was a common mistake. It could really happen to anyone.
No, it could not.
When the game is that close, and you literally know that you're going to get your life points burned out next turn, you kind of really hope for your draw to be able to save you. I don't know what kind of shit you run in your deck to save you from that kind of crap, but if your next draw can save you, you just look at it and you're like, if it doesn't save you, it's like, you just lose all hope and you just forget everything that's on the field. And that's
I
what
could have
happens.
actually saved you because my face down card was a gift card.
Oh dear. If you wanted to.
Should I be generous and chain gift card to the activation of Lava Golem?
But you weren't going to be generous. So how well did you do with other decks then?
Let's see, game 1 went up against a Dragon Blackwing hybrid. Didn't do too well, but he's a newer player. He's learning. Game 2 went up against actually lots of Insectors, got him down to 900 life points before he luck sacks a Monster Reborn off the top of the deck, brings back Underground Arachnid, sucks up control of my Thought Ruler Archfiend, and proceeds to beat my life points down, in which I drop Gauze, he then punch over his monster, he sacrifices my Thought Ruler to save Underground Arachnid from being destroyed, he sucks up Gauze and proceeds to beat my life points down. That ended with 2-0 to him. Game 3, I went up against... Pass.
That was a pass there.
Then game 4, I went up against Flannery with his Nordics. He didn't get good draws, so I beat him 2-0. And then I went up against Josh, Scapegoat user, with his Naturias. Lost 2-1 due to having Prohibition on the field with Gauze in hand and no real summonable monsters.
Well, that was not bad at all. Okay, I think we go to Dark Magician 84. How did you do?
I did slightly worse than the last time I came to one of your tournaments. Round 1, I also played against Matt Flannery with his Nordics. Even though he got out Loki in the first game, I was able
Loki!
Well, Loki, same thing.
I was able to
Loki Cheney.
I was able to
licky.
swarm my field with Dark Magician, Gunner, I can't remember what else I got out, but I was able to swarm the field.
As you can probably tell, we're pretty tired.
Yeah, we're knackered after
Either
today.
way, I was able to swarm the field, get round whatever he had on the field in both games. Round 2, I played J. Pierce with Chaos Dragons. I did surprisingly well in the first duel. In the second game, he had the upper hand, and at one point I had a choice of whether to use Dark Hole on his field presence or Fusion Summon Absolute Zero. I was thinking of going into Absolute Zero, which I did, but it didn't make much of a difference, and he won that. And game 3, not too sure what happened, but he won in the end. And in round 3 I played Stephen with Black Wings. I was able to... I won 2-0, even though Scrapwire and Scarecrow slowed me down. Round 4 I played George from Team Chaos Sandwich with Psychics. I was doing okay in the first game until he dropped Echuria Beast.
Oh
and
dear, I hate Tribbies.
yeah, that card should be banned, I swear to God.
No, those two should be
It's
banned
so
anyway.
not.
Echuria
I can deal with
Barkion's not
Barkion.
too bad, Beast is a dick.
I agree, but I couldn't do anything with my hand anyway. I remember holding Polymerization, Miracle Fusion, Dark Magician and Neos, which I couldn't do anything with anyway, so I scooped up and then sided in.
Scoop phase.
Yeah, so I sided in Super Polymerization just in case he brought it out again. In fact, that was the only time I used my side deck, but I didn't see Beast, but it was more of a... it's tricky to explain this game. It was a battle of field control, although he was on higher life points. But in the end, he did me in with Trishula.
Oh god, the most banned card now, coming
So
much
glad
the
that's
first.
getting banned, actually.
Much love to Conan.
As much as it helps out against Insectors,
Yeah, but they ban it because of Insectors.
I suppose.
Round 5, I played this guy Freddy, who was also playing
That's
Chaos
it,
Dragon.
Freddy.
Freddy got fingered.
He sure did, by his mum.
I was doing so well in the first game. I actually, I think I might have overextended because my field was Dark Magician, Gunner, and Rainbow Neos.
Well, I wouldn't class that as overextended.
I think it was good game by then.
Actually, he managed to get around all 3 of my monsters and win.
Oh
How
dear.
the fuck did he do that?
I can't remember.
No,
check my video when I uploaded.
Yeah,
but in the
ridiculous.
second game,
Check my video that I haven't even uploaded yet.
well, in the second game, I had more luck. I just kept bringing out big monsters and beating him down until I won. Wait, that's a fault. I had Rainbow Neos out for half the game, and he just couldn't do anything to get round it.
Well, not much concern on Rainbow Neos.
Yeah.
No, not like a 4500 beat stick.
And then in game 3 was pretty close. Can't remember what happened, but he ended up winning. So I went 2 wins, 3 losses, kind of the vice versa of how I did last time I came to your tournaments. Finished 17th, but whatever, it was all good fun.
I have no idea what place I finished.
Not bad at all.
I think I only did 1 trade as well at the tournament.
And how did you do at Jam of the Bomb?
First round, I went against J. Pierce. Won the first one. Second one, got my arse handed to me. Third one, I actually would have won if I didn't bloody misplay like a scrub. He had... Well, I got Sangan on the field face down. I was going to wait for him to be destroyed so I could add Nurse Replicule to hand. But instead of that, I decided to put down Gift Card, Bad Reaction, and Paths of Destiny. And then he MST'd, when I activated the chain, he MST'd the Bad Reaction, and at the end of it all, he went to 1300, or 13,000 life points.
Ooh.
And he just took me down from there. Second round, I went against this kid called Bradley, I think it was. it was on the first time I FTK'd him, I felt so sorry for him. And the second game, I beat him in 2 turns. I have no idea what he was playing because it was over that quickly. Third game, who did I go against in the third game? I went against. Who did I go against?
Oh, Darvish 84 is having a hissy fit over there.
It's making me laugh.
Oh, Liam.
We push it in, we push it deep in Leonard's
I
mum.
went against you in the third round, didn't I?
Hey look, Leonard's mum can wait till next
That was it,
competition.
you were third
Yeah,
round.
third round was Liam.
Scrub like a boss.
He's already explained it also, it's funny. Fourth, I went against this guy Jack who played 6 Sams. His field presence was just too overwhelming.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Literally too overwhelming. I mean, first turn he got 5 monsters out. Gravity Bind saved my ass for about 5 turns. But then he decided to go, screw that, I'm going to get rid of these 2 and then to start bringing out more beasts. And then in the 5th round I went against a guy called Casey, who decided to, well, he was playing,
It ran out.
what was he playing?
Or time to replace it.
It was a psychic light sworn kind of deck, I think it was. I don't know, it was really confusing because he brought out, well, it was mostly psychic. He's trying to increase his life points more. He brought out psychic life transfer, activated the effect by chain bad reaction just to burn him for a bit. It was a close match towards the end. In the first round, the decider, he went, well, I was on 400 life points, he was on 950. There's Nurse Cure and Prime Material out. He attacks into a Prime Material, I activate Dimension Wall. And it pretty much screwed him up. Because, well, I don't care what the ruling says. Well, I don't care what other people say. The ruling is Nurse Cure and Prime Material cancel each other out. So you just go by the description on the card. So he took the last bit of battle damage needed for the game, and I began to break some sweats. It was funny. I can't remember how Josh had been. Josh had been scrubbed out miserably.
Yeah, I think Josh basically just scrubbed and then re-ended into the competition. Well, I didn't do too bad. Round 1, well, basically I went to Dominic. It was like a junk doppel type of thing. I basically gamed him straight away 2-0. Second game was, of course, against the massive staller, Lance. So I needed a pillow, needed a beer. I went out to my camper van, was outside the tournament hall, went for a sleep, come back, and eventually he actually...
10 cc's of coffee stuck.
Yeah, and he actually did something. But this time he wasn't playing Lightsworms, which was a bit like, you're not playing Lightsworms, why? He's playing Worms.
He was playing bloody Worms.
So we already know what he has down below. He's got crabs as well, so somewhere around down below in his area, he's got underground arachnid growing, so we'll have to make sure about not to see that ever again. Game 3, I went against a guy called Jack, as ojamadabomb did, and as soon as he brought out Shien and Shira Beast, I was kind of screwed over, and he kept beating me down, I kept going, and eventually I thought, yeah, this is not going anywhere. So eventually, game 2 of that game against Jack, I activated Smashing Ground. He got rid of 1 using Shien's effect, then he tried it again, then he activated his Dark Bribe, and then I just thought, screw this Dark Hole, and then he attacked me for game, but I thought it was funny, got rid of his card. Game 4. Now game 4 was absolutely funny against Jay Pierce's brother Luke Pierce. He's a very cocky little sod, and he thinks he knows everything, and he was just really badly gamed. Game 1, he had no chance at all. He was trying to attack me down, he's like, I'll do this, I'll do that, fine, played this, played that, warning a few things. Second game was funny, he really thought he had me, so I thought, yep, screw this. He summons out his Shien, I drop on a fake Veiler, and then I chain Bottomless, and his face was like, what, that's gay, you can't do that. I was like, yes I can, like a boss. And all through the door we were having, I kept saying, like a boss, and he's really pissing him off. And then eventually I kept dropping Rabbit left, right and centre, and the field like had 2 Luggies on the field, and he couldn't do anything, and he was royally screwed. Game 5, I just scrubbed out like a boss. I mean, it's against Ollie's, he was playing, of course, Plant Synchro, and Plant Synchro just really screwed me over with bloody Maxine. I had everything I needed to play. I couldn't play it. Game 1 he just gained me straight away. Game 2 was not too bad, but as soon as I started Exceed Summon, it was Maxine. And I dropped a Veiler eventually, and I needed one turn left to bring up BLS, but no, sadly I didn't. But I didn't do too bad at all today, which was alright. And overall we got a lot of good trades, and I think all of us did pretty well today. So this is Mr. Specail Dragon signing out. There's NeoNexudus over there signing out. Dark Magician 84 signing out on his 3rd trip down to Margate. And of course ojamadabomb just dropping on the floor. So it's all of us signing out for now. Peace to all.